Hey guys, welcome back to 2 Minute Coder. Today we're doing Leetcode problem 875, which is Koko eating bananas. Just take a moment to pause the video and read the question. Alright, so what we're going to do first is we're going to initialize 2 pointers. So call it left and int right. So these are not going to be pointing to our piles array. What they're going to be representing are our constraints. So our constraints. Okay, now what do I mean by that, by constraints? I mean that in this question, what we have to do is return the minimum integer k, right? K is going to be the rate at which Koko eats bananas, okay, per hour. So we also know that Koko can only eat or tackle 1 pile per hour, right? So h is always going to be greater than or equal to piles.length. So we only have to search, or we only have to emulate a situation where Koko is eating k amounts of bananas per hour, and we have to find what the minimum value of k is going to be, right? So for that, we have to make a range of what we think k is going to be. So k obviously is going to equal to 1 because there in no scenario will Koko be eating no bananas per hour, right? Now the max k max is going to equal to the maximum value in the piles array, right? And why is this? Because we already know that h is going to be equal or greater to piles.length, there will be no reason to eat more bananas than the maximum number, right? So if you can see here in example 2, the length of piles is 5 and the hours given is also 5, right? So in this case, Koko will have to eat 30 bananas per hour, or that's what her rate is gonna have to be, right? Because once she tackles this pile of 11 bananas, she isn't going to be able to move to a new pile within that hour. So she's going to have to do a pile an hour, right? And the problem comes when she has this massive pile of 30 bananas. She will have to eat that in 1 hour, right? So by this logic, our k max is going to be the maximum value in piles array, right? So let's find that that maximum number, right? So int num in piles is going to be, let's set it to right because that's going to be our right boundary, math.max between right and num. Okay, now that we have our constraints, let's do a binary search on the range of left to right. Okay, so while left is less than right, first find the mid within our range. This is just going to be left plus right divided by 2, and also let's set an integer hours and equal it to 0. So what is hours going to be? We initialize our hours, which will represent the number of hours it will take for Koko to finish eating all the bananas at the given rate of middle. Okay. So now that we have our rate k, which is represented by middle, that we're testing out for this rate. Let's see how it goes at this rate of middle. So what we have to do is we have to find for each pile in the given piles array, how long is it going to take for us to finish, or for Koko to finish all of the piles, right? So pile plus middle minus 1 divided by middle, right? So this gives us the time. Now, if hours is less than or equal to h, we move our right pointer to the middle because we don't need Koko to eat more bananas per hour, right? This means that at the given rate of middle, we are eating all the bananas within h hours, right? So if hours less than equal to h, right is equal to middle, right? However, if we are exceeding the time, we know we have to increase Koko's banana intake. So we move left to middle plus 1, right? So simple else left is equal to middle plus 1. right? And once we're doing this binary search, wherever this right and left pointer crosses, that's what we have to return, okay? That is going to be our most efficient point at which Koko is eating the least amount of bananas per hour. However, he or she is still doing it within the given time limit of h, right? So here you can also return left, okay, because they're going to be at the same point. So let's just run that. Yeah, that has been accepted. Now let's submit. Great. So that was Leetcode problem 875. Hope you guys enjoyed and subscribe for more.